Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome to the channel, JJ Wilson. And at last, after months and months of patience and, well, it got a little bit crazy because, you're reading another manga off this manga and yet you're expecting the main story to progress, and it progressed, but you have to wait till the manga comes out in your language, so at least that's how it is here in the States. So on July 19, 2016, Volume 7 for GANGSTA finally was released to the States. And so now I was able to get the book with a little bit of trouble, but at last I was able to get this manga. So I'm very excited to review this, since I've already reviewed like a whole entire volume of Volume 6. And so this volume here, to briefly describe, it has over 7 chapters. The typical length of the GANGSTA series was like 6. So over here we got seven chapters, so it's a lot of material to cover. And instead of just doing the whole volume from start to finish, I decided to break it down by chapter, since there's just a lot of information to cover. It's a lot to go over. But to start off, we're on chapter 35 here, and this is the shortest chapter. And this is the event that took place before the ending of Volume 6. And if anyone read Volume 6 for GANGSTA, I put out a review for that. All you gotta do is look back at my video manager on my channel. And so basically the ending of that was, we go back to the Club Bastard, and we have Loretta Cristiano, the little girl that's the head of the Cristiano family. They're responsible for the distribution of the drug Celeber, and also it kind of acts like an evacuation shelter for twiats who are hurt and abused. So they get a package, right? So it's her and her assistants, Galahad and Marco. They open up that package and they get a nasty present, and that present is the arm of Connie, or her real name is Constance. It's her arm and her missing finger, and I think that's that special ring finger she wears along with Marco. I'm guessing it's like an engagement ring. I'm not quite sure what the ring stands for. I haven't gotten that far into it, but that's missing, and also her whole arm is there. And then it has an encryption saying, waiting for you at that place. And so with chapter 35, this is covering what exactly happened to Connie right before she lost her arm. So she's getting, on chapter 35 here, she's getting abused. She's getting beat up by one of the destroyers of the second group, Sig, the blonde teenage girl. And Connie's fighting back. She's not liking the abuse she's getting, obviously, and she takes a piece of glass and she slings it on to Sig's legs, and of course Sig hates that. And then Beretta's like, hey, you need to stop. We want to play with her too, Beretta's talking about her and Stryker. And, Sig's so mad, she was getting ready to kill her. But of course Beretta had to stop her. And we can see how fast Beretta is, so she's gotten faster as she's gotten older here. So she was able to calm Sig down, and Sig's still pissed off. So she decides not to fool Connie anymore, and she kicks the door. And this surprises one of the new guys of the Destroyers group, Emilio, with the hood over his head. And that's Alex's little brother, Alex Benedetto. And then we got Colt over here, because Sig told, that's the other guy, Colt. Sig told Colt to come over with her so she can go to a doctor sometime to cover her wounds up. And then, so we got Connie, she's still laying down, beaten up, and she tries to get the glass again, because in her mind, that she could kill one of the destroyers, at least there's one less bad person to worry about. But she's dealing with Stryker. Stryker pins this girl to a wall, and then he's thinking to himself, man, why did Spies pick such an ugly looking chick? Why did he pick a normal to date? So he's pretty much asking her, alright, what's your story between you and him? And of course, kind of, she's having to tell Stryker, like, I don't know what are you talking about? I don't know who this Spies person is. But if you want him, you got to get through me. And then something along those lines. So yeah, Stryker is laughing his ass off when he heard that. And then Emilio, we got a scene with Emilio and Beretta. Emilio's like, what the fuck? He's got a pretty shocking expression on his face. And then Beretta, she's loving every minute of this. And so Stryker's laughing at her. It's like, have you lost your mind? Do you have any idea what you're talking about? And then, of course, we got a nice emotional panel between Connie and Marco when they were together, like from the time they met as kids to the present time. And then, you know, the line of this chapter was Connie was telling Stryker was like, well, it's something you could never understand. And I'm pretty sure all the old gangster fans know what she's talking about there. And then the very last scene, Stryker, he's getting ready to rip that arm apart. And then that's the end. So, like I said, that was a very short chapter there, but it's a good start off to Volume 7. And it also explains how Connie lost her arm, and now it's pretty much a message and a present towards Marco, aka Spies, which is the real name of Marco, going into the other manga that I covered called GANGSTA Cursed. You can check out those reviews on my channel as well. I did 5 chapters so far. I'm still waiting for chapter 6 to come out in translation, and hopefully I can review that too. And if I'm not mistaken, I think in November, I think the first volume for GANGSTA Cursed in the book version is coming out, so be on the lookout for that. I got this volume on Amazon.com for anybody that wants to find it. I'm sure it's sold on other sites too, but that's where I got this one from. Well, that's it from here. Stay tuned. If you want to hear more, I will be covering the rest of this volume up in the coming days and weeks. So if you want to do that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you all later. You guys take care.